Hey there guys, Johnny Rose here and welcome to this Spin Rewriter demo, my Spin Rewriter demo. Now I have some really cool bonuses for you. I'm going to be taking you through the Spin Rewriter software. Let's get into the Spin Rewriter demo. Let's jump right in. I've been a happy customer of Spin Rewriter for several years now. I've paid for all the upgrades. I have now, as you can see, lifetime access because this really is a tool that I use regularly and has made me thousands and thousands of dollars as an internet marketer. If you need a source which can churn out hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of legible, wonderful to read, clear to read articles that you can use in blog posts or to populate websites or to put together digital products, you need to be using Spin Rewriter. There are many, many use cases for this, all of them profitable, all of them going to be saving you hundreds of hours of time because you will not be needing to do any original writing yourself. So if that's interesting to you, I'm going to be going through Spin Rewriter, talking you through all the different ways to use it, why it's so powerful, what its strengths are. If you like the sound of that, click the link below. Not only are you going to get a free trial, so you get a free trial so you can actually use Spin Rewriter for yourself, you'll also, if you decide to buy, get 60% off, which I did not get. I did not get when I jumped in and bought Spin Rewriter at full price all those years ago. I did not get the 60% discount that you will get through the link just below in the description that you will get if you pick it up through that link. So you're going to get a free trial so you can check it out for yourself and a 60% discount. And here's something really cool and completely exclusive and a little, let's just say like a little gift from me to you, my audience. I will give you 100,000 done for you articles. So these are articles that you can put into Spin Rewriter. I'll tell you more about them towards the end of the video so you can actually see more about the themes and topics, but they cover every single niche you can imagine on the internet. I'm going to give you 100,000 articles pre-written that you can put inside Spin Rewriter and turn into articles that you can use immediately. So you can start profiting with Spin Rewriter day one if you decide to pick it up through the link below. So I hope that's really cool and encouraging to you. 60% off if you decide to purchase, and automatically inside of Spin Rewriter, you'll get my extra bonus, which is 100,000 articles for you to use within Spin Rewriter. Hope that's really cool, gang. Now let's jump into the main event. I'm a big believer in getting started quickly and not delaying. This is the first thing you'll see when you jump inside Spin Rewriter. This is the dashboard you'll see now. As you can see here in the control panel, you have the option to rewrite a single article. That's the first thing most people will choose. Or if you're someone who already has a high volume of content, a high volume of articles, 10, 20, 100, 500, that you want to put through Spin Rewriter, that's fine. It can handle it and will spin multiple articles with a single click. Then there's My Archive. That's where you click to see all the articles that are processed by Spin Rewriter and generated by Spin Rewriter. They're held here, although of course you'll be posting them to websites and integrating them with your WordPress in all sorts of different ways. There's an affiliate program, which is really cool. There's a WordPress plugin and integration. Now this is massive. If you are like me and you have scores and scores of WordPress websites, then you can integrate. It takes a few seconds. There's in all videos to show you what to do. You can integrate Spin Rewriter to your various multitude of WordPress websites so that spun articles created within Spin Rewriter can be automatically posted to WordPress or scheduled if you don't want them to be posted immediately. So you don't have to go and log into your individual WordPress accounts to copy and paste what Spin Rewriter has created. No, you can automatically publish and push from Spin Rewriter into your 10, 20, 50 WordPress blogs, and the integration is really cool and easy. It's really, really nice. And I'll tell you more about the integration later. There's a gold membership, which gives you exclusive content services. We'll go through that, what you can expect if you're a gold member. I am a gold member, as well as a lifetime access owner, as you know. I'll talk through that in a bit. Then here's a crucial thing. There are how-to videos and tutorials, and I think that's the big thing. There's no point you watching someone like me just talking through Spin Rewriter. You need to jump in yourself, go through the training, and start using it yourself. So if you click the link below, get your free trial, jump in and start going through the training so that you can really master this invaluable tool for your own internet marketing and content production needs. Then there's the support and contact sections. That's the main part and most interesting part. So let's actually get started with what most people are going to do, which is rewriting a single article. Well, upon doing that now, this is what you're going to be faced with. This is really what the main dashboard looks like and all you really need to think about at first. So here you're going to enter your article. Now, let's think about it. You may have an article you've written already. You might have one of my 100,000 done for you articles. So all you need to do is just copy and paste that text in here, as I have done here. I've just copied and pasted some text from one of those 100,000 articles which you will be getting if you pick up Spin Rewriter through my link below. And you can see here, it's just here sitting in the box here. It is not yet spun. It has not been changed. It has not been modified by Spin Rewriter. Other options that you have, in case if you do not have your own articles or you don't want to use my 100,000 articles, which you'll get automatically in your Spin Rewriter dashboard when you purchase through the link below, you can also, as you can see here, fetch a new article. Fetching a new article requires you to integrate and have a subscription to something called Big Content Search. Big Content Search is just a massive library. It's a very big library online of articles which have permission for you to be used. It's just another big library of articles, probably millions of articles on any topic, and you just type in the topic you want, you know, dogs, trees, whatever, and it will search for it, it'll fetch the articles, and you can actually use the articles from Big Content Search and spin those instead. So you'll never, don't worry if you don't have immediate articles to use, don't worry about you needing to write anything. There are definitely other ways you can use Spin Rewriter to get content inside of it. Use my done for you articles, or use articles searched and found within Big Content Search, this online article library. Now, another thing you want to be mindful of is the settings button. You should see here it says settings. Now, these settings are crucial for how Spin Rewriter actually spins the article that you've copied and pasted in. Now, you can set here on or off whether you want it to automatically rewrite sentences, automatically rewrite entire paragraphs, whether you want it to write new paragraphs and summaries. You can automatically change the structure of phrases and sentences too. Other things which are of interest is here you can actually, that was just from a previous thing, you can actually protect key words. If there are words inside a text you have just copied and pasted which you don't want changed, maybe they're people's names or they're just key concepts, like I don't want the word dog to be changed. Dog is mentioned a lot in the article I've just copied and pasted because it's a dog article, but I don't want dog changed. So you can actually type in words where you don't want Spin Rewriter to spin, you don't want Spin Rewriter to change. Another thing which is interesting and a really nice little thing here is that you can automatically protect all capitalized words. Now that's really cool. It means that, you know, again, if you don't want people's names changed, you know, James or Kelly or Roger, you know, proper nouns or place names, Italy, France, you can protect it so that, again, those proper nouns, which are, you know, now things with a capital letter, are not changed by Spin Rewriter. You can also decide to toggle whether you want to make articles more readable versus more unique. The more unique something is, the more there is a risk it won't be so readable because there are so many synonyms being used it might not flow. So I always leave it in the middle button, which is the recommended setting. Use synonyms, or that's another way of saying alternate words, that are reliably correct. And of course there are advanced settings. Do you want it to be one-click rewrite? Now if you do a one-click rewrite, which I'm a big fan of, it makes it very fast, just like a couple of minutes, change things very quickly. Or you can enable hyperspeed, which makes it even faster. We're talking about seconds. The reason why I prefer to do one-click rewrite, which takes a couple of minutes, is that if you do hyperspeed, which takes a couple of seconds, there's a risk that the AI just whizzes through it so quickly it's barely readable. The words are synonyms, but they don't read very well, if that makes sense. The words are correct, but they just don't quite have the flow of a human writer, a human author. One-click rewrite produces much better results. You just have to wait a minute or so for the spinning to begin. So something just to be mindful of. These are my preferred settings. You may differ. And with that then, the only other thing I want to draw your attention to is, hopefully you can see here, if it's not covered by my head, is you'll see a hyperlink here. It says fix grammar. Now fix grammar is the final thing you can do, which is if you want to connect with something called Perfect Tense. Now Perfect Tense is another software you can connect with. If you want to connect your Spin Rewriter to Perfect Tense, it will make sure that the correct grammar is used. Don't forget, Spin Rewriter will be changing words, but perhaps semicolons are needed, perhaps full stops are needed, perhaps brackets are needed. Connecting with something called your Spin Rewriter to Perfect Tense will make sure that the finished product has all the right grammar. So let's now click Rewrite Article, which I'm just going to click here. It's a big yellow button, perhaps just beside my head. I'm going to click it, and let's watch the spinning begin. So you can see it now beginning to spin. Right now, let's end spinning. Hey there. So that took about 2 minutes. I did a little cut there because I didn't want you just to have to stare at my face for 2 minutes. And you can see, but it could have been faster if I'd set that hyperspeed button, which you saw before. It would have been more like 2 seconds. But now it has gone through and created my article. And you can see here, synonyms are available for blue words and underlined phrases. You can see here, whereas once upon a time it used to say lots of dogs, now it says several, many dogs, numerous dogs, lots of dogs, several dogs. These are all the different variants that can be created and spun. And you can see here all the different synonyms: dogs, canines, pet dogs, pets, family, household, family members, frightened, scared, terrified, discouraged. All of these are now, it's now been put into syntax, as it were. So it means that these varied articles can now be generated. Now, what's really interesting is if you look at some of the synonyms that it may choose in a moment, it hasn't yet generated this article. It's just showing you different versions of the article it can create. You can actually click on these words and edit it. You might not like the word, for example, numerous to be there, but you might prefer the word a lot of or countless. You can also see filter by meaning, for example. Like, what's really interesting is Spinning Writer is so good and adept at understanding the English language, it can actually delineate between an adjective and a noun. So by lots of, you could mean profuse, abundant adjective, or abundance, a lot in the noun form. Really, really good. And this is what I mean by saying it really, Spinning Writer really is the best article spinner, content spinner. Its command of, I don't want to get too fancy too quickly, but natural language processing and syntax is exceptional. And frankly, it really is the best article spinner, best content spinner that is out there right now. And this is what I mean by it. I mean, you can see here just the attention to detail. This is not your kind of cheapo, rubbishy content spinner. This is so good. And again, why I'm always imploring people, jump in, especially with 60% off right now. Get it. As well as my 100,000 done for you articles, which will make it a lot easier to make a profit quickly. So this is what I mean when I say what the articles can do and how it can be done. It's really, really good. So once you come through here, also you'll see here it talks about uniqueness, that it could do billions of possible versions if you wish. There are a billion different articles you can spin from this one article on anxiety in dogs, right? Imagine you just had a website on the topic of dog anxiety. And you could just use this one article from my 100,000 done for you post, which you will receive as a bonus. This is where this article came from. And you could spin it into a billion original blog posts, which rank, which are treated well by Google, which read well. Isn't that really cool? So that's the power of, hopefully your mind's beginning to think, wow, what all the different things you can do with Spinning Writer, why it's so powerful, how you can use all these different types of content versions. So once you've gone through it and you've seen what you like, you can do another rewrite or another version if you like. You can click here, one-click rewrite if you want another spin to be done. You can either save for later and it goes to your archive, which I showed you in the control panel, or you can actually finalize article, which is now what I'm just going to press here. Finalize article. Let's say we're happy with all the different versions that it has brought out. Let's say we like all the different words thing. And here it is now. So this is now the unique version of the article in syntax format, right, which was ready to be spun if needs be. Some other really helpful things that you can do is you can add videos to your article. So this is an article on dog anxiety. This will help you. You can add actual videos to the articles if you wish. Another interesting thing you can do is also add images to your articles from within Spinning Writer. You can find various dog images, for this article, any images you want from Pixabay, that's where the photos are from, and you can tell the system, select these 4 photos, and it will add, you can say, I'd like one image inserted into each article. So what if you were to generate 1,000 articles from this post we've just spun, it will cycle through this image first. Then that image will go in article 2, that image will go in article 3, that image will go in article 4, this image will go in article 5, this image will go in article 6, and so on. It will cycle through your selected images. Now you can tell it to have 3 images per post or 5 images per post maximum, in which case all of the selected would go in if you chose 5, for example. I hope that makes sense. But it's really cool that you can actually add and spin and choose basically and revolve through all the videos which are in your articles or in your photo, or the images that are used as well. They get spun too, so that there's variation. Not all 1,000 posts will all have the same video in there or the same photos in there. So I hope that's really cool and pretty exciting already. Now another thing you can do, which is really cool, is if you've integrated with WordPress. Now I've got the plugin inside of my WordPress, but I haven't got it within Spin Rewriter, is you can actually post directly to you can actually post directly. Oh, in fact, sorry, I have got it here. Pardon me, I can see it here, but it's just behind my head. You can actually, as you can see here, you can see now those videos that I'd added and the photos that I've added. You can do several things. First of all, so now I've generated the article. This is the article right here in this section here at the bottom, and you can see the videos added. You can see the photos added. You can either download this as a text file. Imagine you wish to copy and paste this yourself manually. Or you can post, if you have the WordPress integration, you can post this directly to any WordPress sites that you have connected to your Spin Rewriter account. So I hope that makes sense. You can actually, from within Spin Rewriter, post to WordPress. And that's really it when it comes to using the rewriting tool. I mean, you've seen already just how cool it is. How you can just put in any content, it will change it, it will find videos, it will find photos. That's really, really neat, and it'll spin as many as you need. Even if it's like a billion different versions, it will still do it. I just want to take you through now some of the other things which I said I'd talk about. So for example, the WordPress plugin. I do want to talk a little bit more about the WordPress plugin. As you can see here, I have an active WordPress license. Now, what's really, really cool about this, is you can install, I was going to say upload, you can install Spin Rewriter on unlimited amounts of websites. I'll say that again, most of these things you have to pay per license. You know, they'll charge you over and over again to install the WordPress plugin on each site. You can install the WordPress plugin on an unlimited number of websites. Now, it comes with an installation guide. Now, why this is really popular, let me just tell you the reasons here. These are the 4 powerful features that you can use the WordPress plugin for. Number 1, as it says here, you can automatically spin and republish old posts. So what's really neat is, before we even talk about spinning other people's content, if you have a WordPress blog post already, and you can actually set it so, as it says here, as your posts reach a certain age, the plugin, you can schedule it, will actually spin posts based on age. So say you write something and you'd like it to be rewritten 2 months later, you can actually set the plugin to automatically change the content on your site and to write more articles based on the content that already exists on your site after a set amount of time. Secondly, a really neat thing you can do is automatically fetch new unique posts. This plugin can find relevant articles for your websites completely on autopilot. It will then spin and publish those articles as those relevant articles as brand new posts. Now, you saw already a little earlier in this Spin Rewriter demo, this Spin Rewriter training, that I showed you how you can connect to Big Content Search, this massive library of pre-written articles. That's what this plugin connects to. So it will continue to automatically, you just tell it what topics you want, it will continue to go through this content library called Big Content Search, and it will fetch posts from there and post it to your WordPress websites. And again, I probably have about 20 WordPress websites on the go, which are just filled with content from Spin Rewriter. Really, really cool. It means I never have to write again. I have not written an original article, for 2 and a bit years now. Because of Spin Rewriter. Another thing it does is it actually spins posts inside of WordPress. So once you have the plugin, you can log into your WordPress account, go to a particular blog post and press spin, and it will create brand new content of that particular post if you choose to. So that's quite manual, because it's not like the automatic spinning which I talked about in feature 1. This is where you select your own post to be spun. And then I guess the really neat thing is, and this really is cool, it connects to your websites, which means, as you saw when we did the spin article before and it was published, you can publish straight to WordPress. When you spin an article inside Spin Rewriter, like you saw a few minutes ago, there's a button which says Publish to WordPress, which will post the article from Spin Rewriter into your WordPress without you having to go and log into WordPress. You know, that takes lots of time. I don't have that time. You do not have that time. Another thing which is really cool is that you can also do something called remote posting, and that's just a fancy way of saying scheduled posting. You can spin something in Spin Rewriter, but you can tell Spin Rewriter, don't post this to my blog, my WordPress website until 4 weeks time, or 6 days time, or in 1 day's time, or post every 24 hours. You can set it so that you don't suddenly have 300 articles appear on your website. That would be incredible and insane. But you can drip feed it based on time intervals, which you set, without having to sit here behind a system and press publish every time. You can automate scheduling of posts. So I hope that's really cool, and you see the power of the WordPress license and plugin. Really, really powerful. Finally, the other thing I want to draw your attention to, and again, this is really cool, is the gold membership. Now, the gold membership gives you lots of extra services. I strongly encourage you to, once you've picked up Spin Rewriter through my link below, you're getting 60% off and 100,000 pre-written articles as my exclusive bonus to you, is that you get these extra gold membership benefits. Now, I use these as well, so what's really, really cool is that as a gold member, you have something, first of all, called a VIP content on demand service. This is where you just type in here, dogs, cats, fir trees, right? You just type in some keywords and basically their team will spin the articles for you. So that, you can say I want 15 articles, so 5 articles on dogs, 5 articles on cats, 5 articles on fir trees, a bit random, and basically their VIP content on demand service will create for you. In matter, it tells you how long it will take. So in 3 to 4 hours, I will have 15 articles which are SEO optimized, which means they're really, really good articles, checked also by the humans who work at Spin Rewriter. And you can basically request articles to be written for you. And this is a one-time fee. The gold membership is $47. It's either $37 or $47. I think I might have written this down, but $47. You pay this once and you can have 50 articles written for you, SEO optimized for the rest of your life, every single month, over and over again. 50 articles you can have allowance. Incredible. So that's bonus number 1, an on-demand SEO optimized article writing service for you. One way I've seen this monetized is actually people create their own agencies where basically they use just this one service alone and charge other people, pay them to write the articles. And in fact, the same person who collects the money just gets Spin Rewriter to create the articles instead. So you can build a whole business on this content on demand service where you get Spin Rewriter to create articles that you then give to your clients, and your clients pay you thousands of dollars thinking you've written the articles. Second benefit, this one's a little niche, but is setting up a limited access account for your assistant. If you work in a small business, maybe you have a VA or virtual assistant from Fiverr or Upwork, Spin Rewriter will set up a version of your account, your Spin Rewriter account, which is protected, which you can safely give to other people so that they, if you stop working with them or if you find they're not trustworthy anymore, they can't mess up or access any of your other details. But it's a great way to give a virtual assistant access to this technology whilst keeping all of your details safe. So this actually allows you to set up a second account for your own Spin Rewriter account for your virtual assistant. Finally, there's the whole, well, not finally, so a couple more things. There's Spin on the go with Android apps and iPhone apps. If you want to actually do some spinning just on the go when you're on your phone, perhaps you're traveling, perhaps you're safely parked up in the car waiting for someone and you just want to organize some more articles to be spun, there is an iOS app and an Android app. Here's some other things which is really useful. If you get the gold membership, again, I strongly encourage you to do so. You will also get priority service for faster spinning, which means they'll spin even faster for you. So you know how things took a few minutes, take a few seconds for you. If you get gold membership, you get priority spinning, and this is something I use, especially when I'm using masses of articles and I don't want to wait like 22 minutes for the privilege. Finally, there is customer support as well, so VIP customer support, which means that they'll get back to you faster if there are problems. I will say now, honestly, I've never had to use the VIP customer support because I've had no problems. The training is excellent. The system and the tool, Spin Rewriter, always works, but it's there if you need it as a gold member, which again, I am, but more for the content on demand service and things. So I hope that's really excited you. I've basically taken you through everything in this Spin Rewriter review, this Spin Rewriter tutorial, this Spin Rewriter demo, whatever you think of it. I mean, this is really cool, great stuff. It's like I say, it's allowed me to automate most of my online business and never have to write a single article again. If you do pick up Spin Rewriter through my link below, like I say, you'll get a free trial. You'll get 60% off as well if you click my link below and decide to purchase. Again, I think you should be a lifetime access like me, which means you won't have to pay that annual fee, even though you get a discount on the annual fee. If you get lifetime access, it means you'll never have to pay again, so I encourage you to do that. Do not forget, you'll also get my exclusive bonuses, which are 100,000 done for you articles. Now, I have, like I said, 100,000 done for you articles. Now, I'm not going to go through what they all are, just believe me when I say, you can see them here, they cover every theme or topic you might be interested in using Spin Rewriter for. So you can see here, internet and business, you're going to get 14,900 articles. I've got 1,000 articles on product reviews, 7,000 articles in recreation and sports, biking, fishing, gambling, golf, hunting, martial arts, running, tennis. Reference in education, so these are articles on K-12 education, homeschooling, environmental, college, adult, philosophy, psychology, science, sociology, legal. Really, really great articles which you can spin. I've got articles on self-improvement. I've got articles on society, articles on vehicles, articles on writing and speaking, articles on fashion, 5,000 articles on computers and technology, 8,000 articles on business, advertising, careers, customer service, entrepreneurship, ethics, management. I'm just going through really quickly. I know you can read, I know you can see these for yourself. I'm just giving you an idea of all the themes that you can use. You'll get these immediately in your Spin Rewriter account if you purchase it through the link below. Finance, 16,000 articles. Food and beverage, health and fitness, home and family as well. All the articles you could ever think of, ever write about, ever want to publish, I'm giving you 100,000 of these to do what you want with. Ideally put them through Spin Rewriter and turn these into billions of articles instead. So gang, I hope that's excited you about the possibilities with Spin Rewriter. This is an incredible tool. It's made me a lot of money. I want it to make you a lot of money. Click the link below for your free trial and your 60% discount now, and my 100,000 free articles for you bonus discount, which will be available right in the back end once you purchase through the link below. Thank you so much, guys.